rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. Rise and shine and welcome to school today. I'm so glad you're here. Hi everybody, welcome back. It's another day at school with some more activities. I hope you're staying with me and watching the whole video to learn and play the games and do the activities with us, so you'll be ready when school comes back and you come back to school. You'll be so ready and smart and happy to see everybody and work again. I try to do things that keep us busy and fun, and I miss you so much that at least I get to do these things and know you're watching with me. So thank you, moms and dads, for having kids sit and watch and do the things with us and learn along with us. Let's start with calendar, and then we'll do some more froggy things today. And Freddie wants to come back today and hop around with us. So let's go right over here. It's springtime, isn't it? The season is spring. The month is April. April showers. And the year is 2020. Let's see how many days we've had in April. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody keep counting and practicing. We want everybody to try to count to 20. Some of you can count to 100. So keep working with me and practice after 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Have you been using your fingers? 10. Bundle them up. Put them in your tens place. And we keep on going. 11. 12. That was Easter. The calendar marked our special days of Easter. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. Let's find 16. That's that big number. Whoops. Oh, that happens sometimes, doesn't it? Let's just put them right there. And I hear Pip laughing at me again at home. That's all right. We all make mistakes sometimes, and it's fun to just laugh at yourself. All right, let's look at 16. 110 and 6 little ones left over. They can't go in the tens place yet because there's only 6. 16 is how old you have to be to drive a car, right? When you're 16. And now we've had 16 days in April. And hold everything. Wait a minute. The calendar marks special days. That's why we love to look at the calendar. And the calendar tells us it's somebody's birthday tomorrow. April. Wheezy. Wheezy, tomorrow is your birthday. Are you going to be 4 years old tomorrow? I don't think you're going to be 16. Are you going to be driving a car tomorrow? Not yet. Someday you will, though. You're going to be 4 years old. There's lots of kids in our class that are 4 years old now. I'm so excited. I want you to tell me all about your birthday. You can call me or text me or send a picture on Facebook. All right? It was very good last night talking to all the kids on the Zoom. I forgot to mention it yesterday that Wednesday night, the afternoon class was going to meet and talk on Zoom together so we could see each other's faces and you could talk to me and I could talk to you, and you brought something to show and tell me about. The afternoon class, we will do it again next week. So if you missed, ask your mom and dad to check on the remind and go to Zoom, and we'll on your computer, we'll all be there together. Tonight, morning class, and Wheezy, tonight we'll see everybody in the morning class on the Zoom. It's a chat group that we can chat and talk to each other and see each other. So parents, check out Remind if you've missed it. It tells you how to get to Zoom. You can do it on your computer or on your phone. It's better on your computer screen. But hopefully we can meet tonight and see all the kids and talk for a little bit together. All right, it's Thursday. So let's put these all down. Yesterday was Wednesday. Today is Thursday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tomorrow will be Friday. The days just fly by when we're in school together. Tomorrow will be Friday. Today is Thursday. Yay, Thursday! And let's look over here. Every day we come to school, we put our counting stick in. So it's another day. We have one stick. Do we put it in the hundreds place? No, that's only one. Can we put it with the tens? No, because it's not a 10. There aren't 10 straws. It's just one. So one always goes in the ones place. We had 7, and one more makes 8. 7, 8. Lay them straight. 7, 8. So we're going to change this from the 7 because now it tells us there are 8. And there's the number 8. Make a S, but do not wait. Go right back up. Make a 8. Can we bundle them up? Can we bundle them up and put them in the tens place? Let's look. No, it's only 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we get 2 more, then it'll be a full 10 tray. We can move it to the tens place. That's when Zero the Hero comes. 2 more days. Okay? All right. Hey, let's look over here for a minute. Do you remember this red shape? I bet you have shape puzzles at home that you can practice and use your shapes. Or go on a shape hunt tonight. Go around your house and see how many shapes you can find. Maybe mom and dad or big brother or sister would play with you. You could count and see how many ovals can you find. Oval shapes. What's this shape called with the 2 really long sides? Rectangle. Rectangle. Go around the house and see how many rectangles you can find. Remember, doors are rectangles. That's a square. Wow, I bet there's lots of squares in your house. See if you can find all the circles. Circle. What's this one called with 3 sides and 3 corners? I have 3 corners and 3 sides and 3 sides and 3 sides. I have 3 corners and 3 sides. I'm a triangle. Triangles are a little bit harder to find at your house, but maybe if you had a pizza and you cut the pizza pieces are shaped like a triangle, aren't they? There's other things in your house that might be a hard one to find, but you can find triangles in your house. Let's see, today is Thursday, and it's sunny day today. It's sunny. We don't take time right now to run outside like we do when you're here, but we checked before we came in, and it's sunny today. Let's look over here in our weather graph. Weather Bear's still getting ready for April showers. He knows that April showers come and go all month long, so he's dressed in his rain gear for springtime rain showers. And it's sunny today, so let's give him his sunglasses. There we go. That protects his eyes from the bright sun. It looks kind of funny to wear rain gear and have sunglasses on, but that's okay. Let's mark sunny. We're following a pattern, a pattern, a pattern. We're following a pattern. Can you tell me what it is? Let's look at this side. Purple, pink, blue, purple, pink. So if we go to sunny to mark the information on our weather graph, purple, pink, blue, purple, pink, blue was over here, so we have to make it the same. We're following a pattern. I think you've figured it out, haven't you? That ABC, purple, pink, blue. Which one of those is your favorite? Oh, I know lots of people are saying purple. That's a pretty one, isn't it? Did you make purple eggs for Easter? That makes us think about new life and things that come alive out of eggs. Like Jesus came alive and went to heaven. So we had eggs in our Easter basket. I wonder if you had blue eggs or pink eggs or purple eggs in your Easter basket. We're still celebrating Easter and God's love for us. He loved us so much, he sent his son Jesus to show us the way and teach us and show us the way to heaven. So we're still talking about Easter and celebrating at our church and at our school because it's a wonderful time to know that Jesus loved us so much. And we're talking about life in preschool and young fives, aren't we? Life all around us. In springtime, animals lay their eggs or have their babies. We have our birds hatch from eggs, and we know frogs hatch from eggs. And we've been doing lots of activities with eggs. And so let's look today at what our activities will be. First of all, we'll look over at our poster chart, and just like we did for our life cycle with the bird, let's look at frogs. Frogs grow from eggs. Let's number the pictures to show how frogs grow. Remember, we call that sequencing or putting things in order. Lots of things like stories go in order, and the alphabet, A, B, C, D, that has an order. Numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, lots of things go in order. Let's see, what would happen first? Let's get our marker and we'll think about what happens first. Let's start this time with the egg. It's kind of like the story of the chicken or the egg. Which one came first? Did God put eggs on earth, or did he start with the frog, the grown-up? Let's start with the eggs. Frogs lay eggs. So we'll put that for number 1, okay? Let's put that number 1. So Mrs. Vogt wrote a 1 in the square box under the eggs. Now what happens after the egg? The frog lays the egg in the water. It's very important that we remember that frog eggs have to be laid in water. A bird lays her eggs in a nest, a soft, grassy nest to protect them. But frog eggs are laid in water. What comes after the egg? Would it be a big grown-up frog sitting on the lily pad and swimming in the pond? Would it be little froglets with little tiny tails and legs? Or does a tadpole come out of an egg? You're right, the little tadpoles that look like little fish. Start over in the magic corner, around to the corner underneath, around under, and back on the railroad track. 2, 2, 2. Around and back on the railroad track. 2, 2, 2. The number 2. So what would come next? Number 3. We have 2 boxes left. After the mama frog lays her eggs, the tadpoles hatch and they grow into, right, froglets. They're still swimming underwater. They have legs, so let's put 3. 1, 2, number 3. Round a tree, round the tree. That's the way to make a 3. I started in that magic corner. Round a tree, round a tree. 3. 1, 2, 3. The last picture is the grown-up frogs. The froglet loses his tail. As soon as they lose the tail, they become frogs. That's when we call them frogs. So that's number 4. Down and across and down once more. That's the way to make a 4. Did you know that order already? Did you know which one came next each time? Good for you, 'cause not everybody knows for sure. So good job knowing what comes next and watching so carefully. Good job. Let's come down to our rug and see what we have today. Oh, I wanted to show you the pond picture, okay, before we go do our little activities. You know that we said frogs lay their eggs in the water, and so many creatures live at the pond. Look at all the life in the pond. This is called a habitat. A place where animals live is their habitat. And many animals live at the pond because there's water there, there's food there. So many different creatures live at the pond. Can I lay that right on the floor, Mr. Vogt? Will that be okay? And we'll read it this way. Can you see that okay? Okay. It says, shh, a frog is leaping in the pond. If we were going to go to the pond together, boys and girls, we would tiptoe. If we want to see the animals, we have to be really quiet so they don't get scared and run away. Can you find the frog? There he is, leaping. I think he's going to jump right in the water. This is called the label, or tells us about that picture. Here's another label that tells us about this picture. What do you see? It's a bird, isn't it? With a nest and babies. Shh. It says ducklings are hatching at the pond. So many signs of new life at the pond in the springtime. This says, shh, a deer is drinking at the pond. That's a baby deer. It has little spots on its back. We call that a fawn, a baby deer. I wonder where her mother is. She's probably watching out to make sure it's safe. Oh, look at this big, beautiful bird with a fish in its mouth. It has long legs and feathers. It says, shh, a heron is fishing at the pond. That bird is called a heron. Look at under the water. Do you see the big fish? It says, shh, go quietly to the pond so you don't scare the animals. There's little tiny fish. That's what the heron's catching. And look at the great big fish. Fish are swimming at the pond. What kind of fish is that big one, Mr. Vogt?
It's a bass.
Bass. He's got his mouth open like he's going to eat some of those little fish. Everybody needs food to eat. This blue label says, shh, a dragonfly is resting at the pond. That's an insect with 6 legs and long body and long wings. Lily pads. Remember the duck took a bite in our song of the lily pad? And flowers, lily flowers grow at the pond. Now I want you to look very carefully. Did you notice an animal that's camouflaged? That means he's hiding and it's hard to see him. He almost looks like a big brown rock. When animals are camouflaged, they blend in with the things around them. There's a turtle camouflaged at the pond. Can you find him? He almost looks like a big rock. There he is. He's sunning himself. He's nice and warm in the sun. And then if we came and we were loud, he would jump into the water and hide. That's the pond. That's a habitat for so many animals to live there. That would be fun to visit a pond. Okay, and there's somebody tiptoeing to the pond and being very quiet. A lot of plants and animals live there at the pond. Okay, let's do a new froggy game today. All right? Oh, I'm going to need dice for this game. So I'll jump up and get a number dice. right, let's use our number dice. And we'll come right down here. We're going to make a little pond. Look at the frogs at the pond. Okay? We've been doing lots of activities with frogs, and these frogs are all going to jump in the pond. And I have lots of lily pads that Mrs. Vogt made to play this game. And I have dice to play the game. So let's lay out our lily pads. And let's count the lily pads. Let's count the frogs, and we'll play the game together. Okay? Let's count the frogs first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 frogs, 5 on this side jumping in and 5 on this side. So that makes 10 frogs jumping in the pond. And our game, oh, there's a dragonfly like we just saw in the poster at the pond. And there's some fish. And there's that turtle just like in the poster that was sunning himself. We're missing the red snake, aren't we? Like in our song about the animals at the pond. Well, let's see. We had 10 frogs. Let's see how many lily pads we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 lily pads. 10, one 10 group, and 2 more. All right, so looks like we have a lot of lily pads and frogs, and here's how we're gonna play the game. We're gonna shake the dice, and if you were here, you guys could play with me, but here's how we'll play together. Mrs. Vogt will shake, and I'll show you how to play. We're gonna roll it. Do you remember that fancy number? 4, right, number 4. So every frog needs a lily pad. Okay, so we're gonna match up the frogs with the lily pad. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See how that frog has a lily pad and that frog we're matching. Are there still frogs that don't have a lily pad? Yes. Every frog needs a lily pad, but we don't have them filled up yet, do we? So we have to roll the dice again. If you were here, you would get to roll and shake, and we drop it right here. 2. 2. So let's take 2. 1, 2. Now, do all the frogs have a lily pad? No. Let's see, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frogs need a lily pad. How many frogs have a lily pad? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 4 more and we'll have 10. Okay, so then it would be the next person's turn to roll it. Now, to fill it up and win the game, we need 4, don't we? Come on, 4. Lucky 4. 4, 4, 4. Oh, is that a 4? Sorry, did I move it too fast for you, Mr.
No,
Vogt?
we got
There's a 3. Round a tree, round a tree. That's the way to make a 3. So we need 3 lily pads. 1, 2, 3. Does every frog have a lily pad now? Did I win? No, not yet. Okay, so now we have 1 froggy left that doesn't have a lily pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 have a lily pad, but 1 more makes 10. All right, so it would be the next person's turn, and we would go all around the circle till we get a 1. Let's see if we can get a 1. Is that a 1? No, a line and a loop. 6 rows of hoop. That's 6. We have to get a 1. So let's roll it again. 1. Oh, is that a 1? 2. No, we'll roll again. Oh, 6 again. And we would keep rolling around the circle till everybody had a turn. You know how we play those games. We still need a 1. Oh, I wish you were here to roll. Is that a 1? let's keep rolling. A fat old 5. We need 1 to win the game, don't we? And we would say, who's going to win the game? Oh, 2. And at explore time, when you come into play in the morning, somebody could come and play the froggy game with a friend, couldn't you? Shake it. 4. Let's see.
There it is.
Yay! I was going to say, if I don't get it this time, I'm going to have Mr. Vote roll the dice. But there it is. 1. So let's give him 1. And then whoever rolled that dice, they would be the winner. That last one. We have every frog has a lily pad. And since there's 10 frogs, how many lily pads do you think there are on the board? Right, 10. Because each one has a frog and a lily pad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're going to jump right on top of that lily pad. Now, 10 lily pads are in the pond. How many are left up here? 2. Did we have more lily pads or more frogs? Yeah, there are more lily pads. Look. These lily pads do not have frogs. There is not enough frogs. There are fewer frogs. There are more lily pads. There's 10, 11, 12. Yep, more lily pads than frogs. Good, guys. Good job playing that game with me. All right, we're going to do quick flashcards with our letters. And then we'll do our music time. Where are our letter cards? Oh, here they are. Let's do these real quick today. Thank you for staying with us and working with us on the rug. Because we can't come to school every day, we still try to do as many things as we usually do. I miss playtime, and I miss snack time with you and leaders of the day. There's so many things we do at school that we just can't do when we're not all together. But I like that you come to school and keep learning with me and do as many things as we can to keep learning. Even though we have to stay away because of people being sick, we don't want to get sick ourselves, so we have to stay home and be careful. We still come together this way to learn. Okay, so it's important that we do as many things as we can together. Let's look, who's this? Any inchworm. Any inchworm? And some of you know the name of that letter. Any's letter's I. Many of you have that letter in your name. I hope you're tracing or writing, practicing your name at home. I. Everybody has different letters in their name. Some of you have an I in your name. Who's that? Jerry Jellyfish. Jerry Jellyfish. Be sure to show your mom and dad what the zoo pets, the letters say. Jerry Jellyfish. And J, like jelly bean. Did you get jelly beans for Easter in your Easter basket? Maybe you had cupcakes or cake with jelly beans on them. That sounds good to me. Jelly bean. J. Letter J. Jerry Jellyfish. Timothy Tiger. Timothy Tiger. Tie. Trampoline. Some of you have this letter in your name. T. Elliot. You have the T, don't you, in your name? Let's see. Do I see any other name? Rhett. You have 2 T's at the end of your name, don't you? And Stephanie has a T in her name. Here's Umber Umbrella Bird. Umber Umbrella Bird holds her umbrella. And she said, flies and says, letter U. Let's see if we can turn that. That's the letter U. What letter is it? Me? Oh, the letter U. It's not me, it's you. The letter U. We like to play that, don't we, in the afternoon class? That's funny. U. This is G. Gordo gorilla. G. He peels his banana and says G. 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 Gordo. Can you say Gordo? Do you remember the morning class? Do you remember his name is G? Gordo. That was a hard one to remember. Gordo's letter's G. G. Honey horse. Ha. Honey horse. Ha, ha, ha. Like happy Easter or happy birthday. And you big kids in the afternoon class know that's H, isn't it? Some of you in the morning class do too, don't you? That's H. Lots of you kids. I know Jimmy and Olivia. Reagan, you know your letters, don't you? Hans knows H. H. And there's K for K-O kangaroo. K-O kangaroo, K. He's a kickboxer, K. Lizzie lizard, ooh. He sits on the log. Lizzie lizard. Lola, she has L's in her name. That's L. Lola. Lizzie lizard. Missy mouse, Missy mouse, Maya. Millie. M. These are lowercase, the small letters. M. Nigel night owl. Nest. Night owl. N. Lots of kids have N in their name. N. Olive octopus. Ah. Like the octopus swimming. Olive says ah. Pee-wee penguin, pa. Pee-wee penguin, pa. Good job. That's P. Letter P says pa. Pa, pa, pizza. Queenie quail, qua. Queenie quail, qua, qua. Queen, quilt, qua. Q. Robbie rabbit, ra. Ra. R. Little r. S. Sammy snake, S. S. Katina cat, K. Katina cat, K. C. Dee dee deer, da. Dee dee deer, da. D. Bubba bear, ba. Ba. Baby, balloon, B. Bubba bear. There's his back and his big belly. Ba. B. Ellie elephant. Eh. He eats a bad peanut. Eh. That's that E sound is eh. There's the letter E. Many of you know that letter in your name, E. F. Francie fish, F. Francie fish, F. And the last one, Allie alligator. She's really the first one in the alphabet. A. A, B, C, D, A. So many of you have A in your name. Allie alligator, ah. All right, stay tuned. We'll come right back to us to do some music and movement. We'll do our rain song again to show your mom and dad, and then we'll have stories. So come back in a few minutes. See you in a minute.